When I first visited Japan, I thought cleanliness was just a common practice, but I soon realized that in Japan, being clean is an entire cultural form of respect. One evening, as I sat in my small apartment, I reflected on 7 habits that might seem normal to Westerners but cause deep discomfort to the Japanese, and I realized there was a profound philosophy behind each one. I understood that here, cleanliness is not just for oneself, but also for those around you. In Japan, even the smallest habits show how much you care about others. Wearing shoes indoors. The first habit was wearing outdoor shoes inside the house. When I stepped into the Genkan entryway, I realized that the floor here is not just a surface, but a living space where people sit, play, and connect with one another. I took off my shoes and felt a slight but profound shift, a sense of peace and respect that was palpable with every step. I understood for the first time that taking off shoes at the door is not just a rule, but a boundary between the outside world and the sanctity of the home. Perhaps that is why Japanese homes feel so peaceful, clean, and organized. The second habit was blowing your nose in public spaces. One day at Shinjuku Station, I noticed that people remained quiet because blowing one's nose loudly in public is considered meiwaku, a burden or an inconvenience to others. That day, I learned that this is not just etiquette, but a way to show respect for others. In Japan, people want their presence to be felt, but they don't want to overwhelm the room. I learned there that sometimes being understated is the best way to be. The fourth habit was eating while walking. In Kamakura, a local told me that mealtime is a meditative moment. They explained that every bite has significance, and people take it thoughtfully and calmly to fully enjoy every flavor. I realized for the first time that food is not just a way to fill one's stomach, but an experience. Perhaps this is why Japanese people hold such deep respect for their food. The fifth habit was bathing in the bathtub. When I stayed with a Japanese family, they explained that it is essential to shower and clean oneself thoroughly before entering the bath. For them, the bathtub is not a place to wash the body, but a place to wash away the fatigue of the day. Sitting in that warm water, I understood for the first time that relaxation can be an art form. The sixth habit was using only toilet paper. When I used a washlet bidet toilet, I realized that cleaning with water is truly more hygienic and respectful. I thought, if our hands are dirty, we use water, so why not for the rest of our bodies? That day, I realized that my definition of cleanliness. The final habit was sharing food from a common dish. During a family meal, I noticed how people would flip their chopsticks or use a separate serving spoon, ensuring that everyone felt safe and respected. It was a small gesture, but behind it lay a deep care for others. I realized that respect is not always shown through grand gestures, but through small habits. These habits taught me that cleanliness is not just a task, but a mindset, caring for others, respecting shared spaces, and thinking of others with every step. When I returned from Japan, I felt that I wasn't just returning from a country, but from a new way of thinking. Because true cleanliness lies not just in keeping your own hands clean, but in making others feel comfortable through